Yeah, that's right. I crashed into my own car with my stepson's Yaris. Not the best moment of my driving career. Joseph's Yaris was there, facing that way. The Alphard was there, and the Tesla was, funnily enough, around about here, but it was more into the middle. And I was reversing. There was another car there. I was reversing the Yaris in the dark. Also, I was very tired. I was ill. It was a Tuesday. I was hungry, and many other reasons why I fucked up. And then his reverse lights were rubbish. Also another reason. I was reversing up, and I wasn't concentrating on the right mirror. And because this was further out, I just assumed that Gemma had parked directly behind the Alphard, but no, it was in the middle slightly. And I was going backwards, looking in my left mirror and trying not to crash into the car there, and then all of a sudden, oh, my heart sank and I jumped out. And luckily it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's clearly on the crease, so there's no way I'm going to be able to get away with a dent, man, but I will try. But the main thing today is to, after we've done a long journey since then, is get it clean, see really what the damage is. So this is where the impact took. But yeah, Joseph said that there was a noise coming from his car, and yeah, this is some damage. Basically, he said it was touching the tyre, making a noise, so I need to fit this as well. Here we are at the turbo wash, just any wash, Rushton's finest. I didn't realise, look, it's actually, I reckon that, I'm putting my nail over it. So a little tip for you here, if you put your nail across it, if it makes like a ticky kind of noise, you know it's gone through the paint. But that's polishable, that's fine. That's polishable, it's just that bit which is dented in. I better go because DPD lorry is waiting. This, I mean this, it's gonna have to be filled and painted. I think when the weather's a bit better, maybe tomorrow, I'm gonna get the polish out and try and get rid of the marks there, and just see how bad it is, or just have it as character, you know. The thing is, I mean, you can keep these cars absolutely pristine, and then the next day someone could give you a little nudge or what have you. So maybe I'm becoming a little bit less precious about the car. It's all about how it performs, how it handles. But if it, you know, affects the efficiency, oof. Rather than one day, it's actually been more like 2 months. Because I've just been mental busy, you know, work, new job, all the rest of it. So what I have done though, since filming that, is I have polished the marks off this door. I've not done anything about this dent yet. I've polished this back, and I reckon with a bit more an abrasive polish, because I've only used super resin auto glim on this so far, but I have got a compound which I reckon that will get that out. But obviously it won't do anything about this. So I've got a little bit of a plan. I've been speaking to Adam from EV Body Shop. He's basically got a body shop that specialises in electric cars, and I thought it'd be a great opportunity not only to get him to have a look at it, but also to have a look at his operation and how a specialist EV body shop runs. So let's go and see him. So we're here with Rustee and Adam. Hi Adam.
How you doing, you right?
Yeah, very well. And Adam owns EV Body Shops. You might have seen him on social media a few times, showing off some rather amazing EVs that have just been fixed.
Right.
So I've brought the Rustee over to EV Body Shop because of my misdemeanor. However, Adam's going to have a look around the whole car. Adam's critical view hopefully can give us a good summary of the car.
Yeah, perfect.
Good
so
man.
Have a look around it. Obviously we've got the damage here. So to estimate this door is aluminium. So it's a slightly different repair method to a steel door. So a little bit more difficult to repair, a harder material. So we can see here that the line has been taken out of it. The gap doesn't look too bad. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to pull that line out, remove the high spot here, and just do a small repair in this area. Obviously this is a 3-stage white, so what we'll need to do for that is we'll need to blend this panel. Obviously we've got the little mark here anyway, so we'll do the left door to the edge, to the rear door up here.
Yeah.
We take the windows out of them, we take the handles out of them. Just to get access, you have to take the windows out to get these units out properly.
Right.
And we do that so there's no mast edges or any horrible bits to come back in 6 months or whatever. So that's that bit. So a bit of a tricky repair because of the material really and that edge, but I'm sure we can get that right.
Okay.
So we just go around the rest of it.
Something that I have spotted a few times, I don't know if it's getting worse, are these little...
Yeah.
Is that just paint? Is that just paint quality? I'll zoom in a bit. Here we go.
Yeah. So there can be on the. So basically, that's a stone chip material. So there can be a little bit of lifting in that area, and they sometimes discolour.
Yeah.
To do it, you just need to basically repaint it.
Okay.
We have done quite a few of them, and you can get a bit chippy around the front edge as well, which is quite common.
Yeah, it was absolutely filthy when I arrived, so I do apologise, Adam. Thanks for making it a new car again.
A little quick wash, it's fine. So there's some bits on the front bumper.
Yeah, this was...
Doesn't look too bad here, actually. It doesn't even stood out, but...
Well, when I went to go and look at this car, all I saw was it was a bit of touching. It didn't really bother me too much, but after I've cleaned it a few times, it has got a little bit worse, to be fair. Not that I'm too precious about it, but I'm guessing because it's not on the corner, you can't... Because it's not on the bumper edge, you'd have to spray the whole bumper, wouldn't you? Or
yeah, you can't really localise it just because of how it is. And then obviously with a plastic panel, again, because it's a pearl or a metallic, there'll be a variance in the colour.
Yeah.
So even from factory, every brand new car, we've certainly dealt with enough Audis over the years that you see quite a big difference on the early Audis, didn't you?
Yeah, no,
so you
definitely.
can see here. So you've got the wing. The bonnet looks better matched than the wing.
Yeah.
But yeah. So basically, we take the bumper off. We keep the colour fairly small, and obviously, again, 3 stages. It's about how you apply it. But obviously, we've got experience with the colour, so it won't be an issue at all. So yeah, that little bit there. So bumper off and do that. I see some nicks in the wheels.
There are a couple. Now, these were refurbished just before the EV hedonism, or should we say petrolheadism show, and they were curbed shortly afterwards. Nothing to do with me, Adam, as I'm sure you know, but they are a slightly different colour from standard. I don't know if anyone ever spotted that, but yeah, so there's no way I'm going to be able to match them again, although I've got the paint but not enough of it. So
yeah, so yeah, depends when you want your wheels doing, doesn't it? Because it's something that can get damaged quite easily.
No, absolutely.
And then
there was a little bit on the rear tailgate, which I know about. I mean, there might be other bits as well, but you can't really... Here it is, just over here. It's literally just a couple of...
Yeah, so it's just a little bit of nick in it.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world, that.
We could localise that area.
Yeah.
Probably be like to here. We'll take the badge out of the way.
Okay.
Probably off of here.
Right.
Because you've got a small gap here, you can probably do something local, as long as the colour doesn't travel too far.
Yeah.
But that's quite an easy, because the paint is really expensive, particularly on 3-stage.
Yeah.
So yeah, the mixing of the paint and all that process is quite complex.
Right.
And then the only other thing I was going to say to you is you can get a variance in colour. So if you look at the car, you can see that the right and rear quarter panel is slightly yellow compared to the door.
I can see it in this light, but I'm not sure if everyone can pick it up on the camera.
So that's quite common. You can have a variance. The door looks a bit light because the front door looks a little bit darker to me. White's quite a tricky colour, and people have different perceptions of what that white is.
Yeah.
But to me, it looks a little bit off. And I think I noticed on the other side it's the same. So let's have a quick look.
Right.
If you stand here.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about how you've washed it or where we are, but it seems to look worse here than it's ever looked.
Yeah, it may be the reflection from the yellow.
Right.
That will
Okay, yeah.
change that. So yeah, you've got, you know, it's a because of the pearl and the 3-stage.
So Adam, what makes EV body shops different from any other body shop?
So we were the first electric, dedicated electric repair in the UK 18 months ago, I think. My background was Tesla quite a long time ago, so I ran the first Tesla repair in the UK, and I've got a lot of Volkswagen Group background, so a lot of e-tron stuff and things like that.
Well, when we first met, you had that bright blue e-tron 50.
Yeah, the special.
It was special.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. So EV it's not just, obviously we understand the car and how to repair the car. We do our own shutdowns on site, so we disconnect the high voltage systems.
Yeah.
We don't have to outsource it, which makes a massive difference. A lot of repairers have to go elsewhere.
You said it was, when we were talking earlier, it's all about the speed, because it can take a lot longer if, you know...
So yeah, for us, it's about, they call it key to key, or cycle time of the repair. So we might repair something, say we've got a 2-week job, another repairer might take 4 weeks. By the time they send it to a dealer to get it coded and this, that and the other, we do all of that on site, or as much as we can.
Yeah.
But for us, it's about the customer journey. So this is one of the higher fleet.
It's very nice. So we go have a little swap with Rustee for a week,
problem,
right?
No problem. So this is one of the higher fleet. So we've got access to lots of, particularly quite a few Ys.
Yeah.
As you can see, this is the new one. It's still got its stickers on it. I think it's been out once or twice for us.
And the first thing I noticed when I pulled up was the fact that you've got chargers straight away on site, and you got the chargers there, and you've got loads of chargers inside. It's great to see.
So 11 chargers on site. So for us, we charge the customer. We charge the car when it goes back to the customer.
Yep.
We understand the customer experience with electric. When it comes to hire cars, you know, you don't really want to be driving a nice car if you've already converted over to electric.
Absolutely.
Once you've made the conversion.
Go to those dirty, smelly petrol stations.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we still do a bit of that. So we still do quite, you know, we have quite a few ICE cars we still look after as the market is changing. I'd say currently we're probably 60% electric today on site.
Well, you could argue that you may be converting petrol, you know, people that have got petrol diesel cars with your courtesy cars.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. So, and also there's a lot of interest with customers. You know, if we've got, you know, Teslas here or Taycans or whatever, there's a lot of people are very interested in the car.
Yeah.
Always ask you the questions about range. Drives me mad.
I know what my range is. It's about 110 miles before I need to go to the toilet.
Is it?
Yeah, that's my range.
There you go. So for us, it's a culture of electric. So all of our technicians understand it. All of our technicians are first aid trained, so they can deal with a problem. Hopefully, we never have it, but if we do have a problem on site, we can manage it. So yeah, it's, you know, it's an electric culture we have.
No, it's awesome. Thanks, Adam. And yeah, I'm just going to go and have a little look inside, and then I'll be off. Good man. Cheers.
Behind the scenes, EV Body Shop have a number of things to make themselves greener. One of which is the Glycerin 100 line paint, which is more environmentally friendly product. Also, the paint is air drying, so less heat needed to dry the paint. They also have a baler to crush their waste paper and poly sheeting, which helps reduce the number of waste collections needed. They also run a Sprinter electric van for their parts collection. They essentially hold a PAS 2060 carbon neutral accreditation, which means they're committed to actively reducing their carbon emissions. Fantastic.
That was a really great visit with Adam at EV Body Shop, and I've found out quite a lot, not only just about the body shop process, but also, you know, the specifics around EV Body Shop. And a lot of body shops are going to have to start following suit and, you know, providing these things that EV Body Shop has, you know, the chargers, the electric courtesy cars, and be able to disconnect these cars, because electric cars are coming, they're here, and they're multiplying. Reminds me of a song, that. Anyway, I'm off now. I'm going to wait for Adam to come back to me with a quote for the damage on Rustee. But I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed the video.